All right, let's talk about the force curve graph, which is on the Concept2 RowErg. It's actually on all the Concept2 machines, but for the purposes of this video, we're gonna talk about it with regard to the RowErg, right? So what is it? How do I get to it? So this is how you get to it. All right, so from our main screen, we can go ahead and we can just go to row, right? Just row, and you'll get to your display like you're getting ready to start rowing. The units doesn't matter, calories, meters, whatever you're doing for your specific workout, none of that matters. So let's just say we're doing meters. It's the display that you want. You want to get this kilograms and pounds. Don't confuse it with this one that says watt. That's something different. We want this kilograms and pounds one for the force curve that we're talking about in today's video. All right, so now that you've gotten to the screen, let me explain what you're actually looking at so that you can improve your rowing mechanics. So starting on this side over here, right, what is that, the y-axis? That's basically the bottom, or where you're in the, think about this as the catch, which is that bottom position of the row before you drive with your legs. And then the x-axis here is basically all the rest of the stroke all the way to the end, right? And so this first one here, where it's a really, really high peak and then it drops off, shows that you're exploding at the catch. So you have that really, really strong leg drive, but then all your power drops off after that initial leg drive, which we don't want. We want to keep a nice, smooth power transition throughout the entire stroke, right? So this is no good. The second one is this saddleback sort of shape. This is actually probably one of the most common ones I see with people. And basically this shows a poor transition from your legs to your back to your arms. In fact, what's happening is you're probably getting a decent leg drive and then the power's dropping off and you're making up by just kind of jerking it with your arms, right? Instead of having a nice smooth row, you're going legs and then arms. And I see this a ton in CrossFit classes. So this is no bueno. It's actually probably the one, I don't know, it might be my first or second most annoying thing to see with people. This is a close second. Basically, this needs more leg drive. You're just pulling entirely with your arms, right? You can see it's really, really weak in the beginning, and then it shoots up, and that's because you're doing a really weak leg drive, and then you're just jerking it with your arms. So you get that spike, and then it drops off really quick. So you need more leg drive if your line looks like this. Then you have this one. So this is almost the ideal power curve, except it's really, really low, right? So you're not really getting much power. I see this a lot with new athletes, people that are either new to the RowErg or new to CrossFit in general, and they're just trying to figure everything out, right? They're just like, what the hell is this thing? I don't know what's going on, and that's fine. It's just gonna take some time to figure out how to put it all together, right? So this is very, very common with new people. They just don't have the power there because they're still learning. This is the ideal line that we want, right? The ideal force curve. So you have that strong leg drive, you have a good smooth transition from your legs to your back into your arms to finish out the stroke, and then you return to the catch position, right? As things drop off for that next ideal row. And so this is, using this screen is a great way to help improve your rowing mechanics by chasing this the whole time, right? Just focusing on getting that nice, smooth hump the entire time with each stroke. And then when you start to fatigue on a longer row or something, and you start seeing one of these pop up, now you know where the disconnect in the chain is, right? Again, this one's super, super common, and so is this one. Especially if you're doing a Metcon with something else that uses your legs, you'll start taking over with that upper body, and there's a whole bunch of other things that can happen, but just chasing this ideal force curve here kind of take your mind off of it, and it's really satisfying to see that consistent force curve every time. So I know this was a longer post. Hopefully it was helpful to you all. If you have any questions about anything, please drop them in the comments, and don't forget to share with anyone else that may find this beneficial. So stay strong, and I'll see you at the whiteboard.